now? Why must I start sharing? It's like sometimes, I don't know. This is something that I have figured out, and I want to share it with you. Okay. In Nigeria, eh, if you are poor, you kind of will believe that somehow, now some people they behind your poverty. These other things are not working, or like now some people, because other people are trying, the other people are making it now, even though you don't know how many people will make a move. But at least something tells you that other people are making, some people are responsible for why you are poor, like spiritually. Then, when you now begin to not be poor, there is also something inside you that tells you that somebody is doing everything spiritually to return you to poverty. Like mentally, you begin to feel it. So that is why, when you want to pray to God to make you feel better, like when you are like poor, because like me now, if you are poor like me, because I know this from experience, okay? So your prayer docent is here. Mommy, she may even bear me witness what I'm about to tell you now. It's just that I don't know if she's probably has such experience anyway. My experience is my own experience, okay? So when you are poor, your prayer points, they are kind of like, neither here nor there, because now everybody you they fight. You don't know that your prayer point, Baba, ọkùnrin ni, obìnrin ni, ọmọdé ni, àgbàlagbà ni, oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, pásítọ̀ ni, wòlíì ni, àáfàá ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni. That is holding my glory. Baba, destroy them, say. Because now everybody you they fight. Yeah, everybody you they suspect. Even if now my mama, if now my papa, if now my family member, if anybody, Baba, destroy them in Jesus' name. Because now everybody you they fight. Then when you now kind of feel like you don't make them, now everybody you go to suspect. So your prayer point is also going to be different. Instead of you to just thank God, jejely, Heavenly Father, thank you. I can now buy a bag of rice. Not on credit. Thank you. Ní tomato, Baba ẹgbọpẹ́. Ní bag of rice tó fò láti 35,000 to 100,000 naira. Olúwa ẹgbà ìyìn wa. You know that kind of prayer? Because you can buy them. You feel buy them. Now your prayer point be that. 1 liter of petroleum that jumped from 160 naira to 800 naira per liter. Father Lord, accept our thanks. This naira to dollar, that used to be 145 naira. Now it is 1,600 naira to $1. God, accept our praises. Because you feel afford them. So your prayer point could be like that. But instead of you make you just do that one simple. Since you have to suspect everybody, because some people they can't buy rice, they can't afford all those things, Abi, and you can afford them. They may be jealous of you. They may even be praying for your downfall. So you go just simply just say, Baba, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Go. No, you still have to pray for the people you are suspecting. Baba, I know that there are some people who are watching me. They want me to return back to where I was before now. Heavenly Father, if you are my God of all God, anybody that is looking at me with one kind eye, Baba, we are blind them. Kilode, Papa, calm down now. Like, I'm just saying, you don't make them. Be grateful. But as a Nigerian, say some people said they're supposed to collect. For you to be happy that you don't make them, you want to see somebody who could go blind and say, Pastor, Please help me beg Mayegun, because Mayegun just buy a 1999 Toyota Camry, and I was jealous. So I decided to to make Mayegun mad. And as I was there, one light just say, I don't see anything again. Pastor, please help me beg Mayegun for forgiveness. So that's why you have to pray that way. You have to pray that some people will not like you, make them go mad, so that may God show you, say, you don't clear. Anybody will try you, they go mad, or they go blind, or something go shine. Something has to happen to them for God to prove to you that your money is safe or your success is safe. Because there are people who have been successful now, they are not. And I use them as an example of why they have to be careful. You need to pray for people who don't want you to succeed. Here you get. My mama used to pray. I mean, I have become a resident of the UK, right? For over 8, 9, or 10 years, almost 10 years now, right? I've been legal resident of the UK enough that I could be wherever I wanted to be. My mom was still alive. She's always kind of praying. When she's praying for me, she will call me, Ọlọ́run á máa ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́, Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa gbé ọwọ́ ẹ sókè. Ò ní rí bí alágbèédá, ò ní rí bí ẹni tó máa, ẹni tí ẹ ti bàjẹ́ kò ní bà tiẹ̀ jẹ́. Àmín, ẹ ṣé máa, àmín. Wo wọn ò ní deport ẹ, wo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ń ṣe pé kán deport ẹ, wo lágbára Ọlọ́run nípa ìkúnlẹ̀. Àǹtí mi, ẹ calm down, èwo ni deport mi, èwo lẹ ń lọ yìí sìn, èwo ni deport? Ṣé mo lọ plan terrorism? Why? Because we don't know all the eyes that are looking, all these people that don't. Mama, calm down, Jare. Continue other prayer. Let's continue other one. Okay, am I waste it? Am I waste the prayer? Let's continue with the other ones. Like, oh, my mom. Oh, need believe. It is a problem, man. You always take things so lightly. You don't take things serious. It's like you better stop taking things too serious. I'll be praying for you. I'll be praying for you, Shema. So technically, she doesn't believe that nobody can do Oju anything to me from that Nigeria. And then to make them feel better and call, it's going to be me and say, Ghana must go. Sure, you get. So it's always there that you always feel like God must do, so that, God must have to punish people when they look at you somehow, because there must be some people. If I have that kind of power, some of you, Abobaku, Eti Yaweri, you don't know. Because I know some of you will be say, you the wish you don't tell me to my face. They're supposed to deport this guy. Wait till I do you, because I expose criminals who are denying your children opportunity to have education, denying your children to have access to better healthcare, including you, denying you the economic power that can make you live like a normal person and not like as a slave, and not as slaves. Then the next thing is that you want to see me in handcuffs. Kí ni mo ṣe? Bàbá ṣé mo jápọ̀ sí yín ni? Àbí wọ́n sọ fún yín pé èmi àti Hushpuppi ńkọ́ àpèlé àwọn tó rọ̀bù Central Bank yín ni? Why would you want me to be in handcuffs? Because my mama knows, say, some people dey, as we were raised, whether you know them or not, then they shall want, they pray, say one day they won't see the breaking news. So when you are successful, you have to pray for them too. May them go blind or may them run mad. So that your own, what do you call it, whatever God has done for you, Abi, can be completed. You can tell others, don't try me. The last woman with our street now, when she tried that nonsense and she go blind, she confessed. How do you know? She confessed. She confessed to me that she wanted to kill me. And then something come. One light just came. Boom! Oh, those are yach. Let's go back to our gist. So, you've heard about the systemic failure and those who made that happen, Abi. I have one for you. Here is the man that announced Bulaba in the middle of the night while all of you are sleeping as your press idiots. This is one of the weapons fashioned against you. When you go to church, or when you go to vigil tonight, you must add him to your prayer point. Who knows?
The committee has devolved its intervention for peaceful elections beyond the national, and since then they have deployed to every off-cycle elections. And this arrangement is going to persist. The Peace Committee is favorably disposed towards deploying to the Edo and Ondo governorship elections. So they invited us to come and brief the committee on our preparations so far and what we think the National Peace Committee should start thinking about. And I'm happy to report that we have received their reassurance that they will continue to deploy for the off-cycle elections. And as you would have noticed, since September 2020, when we conducted the last Edo State governorship elections, all the off-cycle elections have been more peaceful than the previous elections because of the involvement of the National Peace Committee. And for that reason, we are most grateful, and the partnership will continue.
All right, Chairman, sir, we'd just like to get it clearer. We know that on the national level, they do bring the candidates to sign the peace accord. Would they also be using that tactic this time around, or they would just go talking to them? Would they bring those parties involved, the candidates involved in this state election to sign the peace accord also?
Now, the peace accord has always involved the political parties fielding candidates and the candidates themselves, with INEC, the chairman of the National Peace Committee, and the Inspector General of Police as witnesses. So just as in previous elections, for the forthcoming Edo and Ondo governorship elections, all the candidates involved in the election and all the parties will be invited to sign the peace accord in Benin City in the case of Edo State and Akure in the case of Ondo State. So the parties and candidates involved in the election will be involved in signing the peace accord and committing themselves to peaceful elections.
Thank you for your
He's talking about peace accord for you people in Edo states. Edo governorship election. Now go do election. Yakubu. Mr. Yakubu is going to come and conduct election for you in Edo state. So you sign peace accord. Peace accord. Put him in your own prayer point, okay? Please. So I was trolling today, like social media, just like everywhere. And this video landed on my laps. I don't know if some of you still remember it. We are talking about Edo State. Oshiomole was their governor then. And he outed a teacher. I don't know if you remember this, right? He outed a teacher because she... Okay, I'll show you.
Believing the same to the truth and be correct by victims of the...
Say that again.
Which one? Correct.
Repeat that sentence. 3.
Okay. Make I start afresh. And that made
It's not make I start afresh. Start afresh. No, repeat item 3.
Okay. That at the time of her birth, it was not officially registered.
To the mic. We're not officially to the mic.
Hence, this
no, we will start from here again.
It was not officially registered. Registered. Hence, this
is it registered or registered?
Registered now. Hence, this affidavit. And that makes this the declaration consequences. Believing descent to the truth, seem to be truth and correct by victim of the...
By... Correct by what?
Correct by victim of the...
No, just repeat that. Take that again. Correct by...
victim of the...
Use your mic. Correct by...
victim of the...
Victim.
Victim beating.
Which one?
This one. Correct. This correct. By the read of the promise, that is the Onitsha prophet, of the oath, Act of 63.
Where is the teacher province? See,
63.
now let me teach you, but I will correct your allowance there.
Okay.
It says, listen, it's not funny, eh? And when the teacher is teaching, the people must listen. And that I make this solemn declaration conscientiously, believing same to be true and correct by virtue of the provisions of the Oath Act of 1963. That is what you couldn't read. So if you can't read the written word, if I ask you now, go and write this on the board, can you? When you can't pronounce the one already.
Carry it right up. Write it up here.
Take it to the mind. What is your question? No, what did you
He
ask?
said.
So
Okay,
go
sir.
on, go on.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I've heard what you said.
How did he hide? Just
I
repeat
heard
yourself.
what you said.
Say it again, repeat it.
I said.
Repeat.
Oh.
No, this last paragraph.
And that I make this so declaration of consequence.
Speak to the
Believing.
No,
the same.
we didn't hear that. Repeat the first line.
Okay.
That, let's go.
That at time of our death.
That what?
That at the time of our death, it was not officially restricted.
That was years ago. So please, I want to believe that after that video, there's been much improvements. So they were conducting promotional examination. Yeah, promotional examination for school teachers, health teachers, and the rest of them in Edo State at the time. And one of them couldn't really read, you know. So it went viral at the time. And I think Oshiomole sacked her or retired her or something. So I hope after that incident, education in Edo State, the teachers and the rest of them must have like really improved. So that was years ago. But today, I mean, year of now, monkeypox is spreading and it is real. Don't play with it. In Nigeria, they've had cases, and somebody who was once the director of Nigeria disease control center. I don't know. Something that has to do with the center or the agency or the center that manages or controls all kinds of diseases in Nigeria. And they can speak on any of them, like the monkeypox. Here is their former director. I just want you to listen to the information therein. It is spreading across Africa as we speak, even though it's already here in Europe as well, in Sweden, here in the UK. There is already preparation for any possibility that it's going to get to the UK, which simply means that any case of it in the UK can easily be contained. Any case of it in Nigeria not well handled can be very serious. So maybe you should listen to this.
The fact that the disease is not new, it's been there before. It was detected for the first time in Denmark in 1958 in experimental monkeys. The first human case was reported in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the year 1970. From that time till now, the disease has been occurring either in sporadic or epidemic proportions in and around Congo and the East African countries. But it spread to West Africa, and the virus that causes this disease is called the monkeypox virus is actually related to other similar viruses like the cowpox virus, the smallpox virus, and these are all, vaccinia virus. But before now, it was not really causing any attention. In fact, it was included among the neglected tropical diseases by the WHO. But with the advent of this new resurgence that we are seeing in the last 4 to 5 years, it's becoming frightening that a virus that jumped from an animal, to human, is now gaining potential to spread faster, more efficient, and to even cause severe disease and deaths. So with this type of trend, a virus that is similar to smallpox virus definitely will frighten the world to make sure that we are not taken by surprise by this virus. The recent resurgence in the Congo Democratic Republic and the neighboring states of Rwanda, Burundi, and all those countries around that area shows that in less than 6 months, almost 106% increase in cases, with mostly children affected and high mortality, for that type of disease. So with the potential to spread, among, the vulnerable in particular, further frightens or the governments of these areas. But the worst news is that unlike before, when most of the route of transmission was just through close contact with person who is carrying the virus or who is sick, now we have very new route and strong route of transmission, which is the sexual transmission of this virus. May I say that the first evidence for this, for the sexual transmission of the virus, was actually detected by a Nigerian professor here in the world, and his name is Dimie Ogoina, professor. He's now the provost of the Niger Delta University. He did fundamental work, and because of his work, he became one of the 100 most important people in the world, according to Times Magazine for 2023. So as soon as he reported that sexual transmission, many other countries started seeing them, including in Europe and the US, but the worst is the recent resurgence in Congo that shows a new clade that is really transmissible, efficiently through sexual contact. And the virus, we know, is divided into two groups or clades, clade 1, and then which is usually transmitted through the normal routine contact, and then the clade 2 that is now transmitting efficiently through sexual route. But the last few weeks, the one that is causing the outbreak is a clade 1b, which was never seen to be transmitted sexually. So this route is frightening, and the fact that it's affecting and killing mostly those who are vulnerable, HIV positives, hungry, those who are in refugee camps, and so on. So I think is really worrying. The fact that the disease is,
like I said, information is power. Okay? Sometimes you hear this thing, you laugh at them. Princess, don't let them write your, when it's sexually, don't you understand that he's talking about sexually transmitted? It's a serious matter now. So, it didn't say how Pacific contractor and through sex though, right? Or what's going to, how you go take no, say this person, get them or you know get them. Because normally the the monkeypox, right? Your body will swell and all of that. Now when you disease, so when they are doing all these different experiments with monkey, that was the first time they created it, and that was the beginning. Monkeypox can be considered as a bioweapon, like COVID. You understand? So therefore, or if you see them today when they are announcing this chicken pox, now black man that they take advertise them with swollen bubbles all over their body. to make it look like now Africa gets. In fact, the narrative right now is making it look like since it is monkey, then they must be African. And a lot of us were made to believe that some of these diseases came from us having contact with all these animals where we don't they have contact with for centuries. When our papa, our ancestors, they use bows and arrow to kill lion, to kill all these big animals. Where our own, what do you call it? When our own ancestors who named all these animals in their own different languages, because they had contact with them. There is no animal you will see today that doesn't have his own African name. But suddenly they say all these diseases are coming from us having contact with animal. And we believed it. There are researchers in Africa who also believe that too. Chickenpox is no